Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Red United TV. Welcome to the Man United Weekly Bulletin, guys. And of course, guys, it's Friday night, and I feel alright. The party's all over on Red United TV. Trust me, guys. Big ups to you guys. Of course, you have tuned in to the Manchester United Weekly Bulletin. Of course, if you're wondering, what the hell am I doing here? You know, guys, of course, Neil Kane knows what the show is. Bruno Fernandes knows what the show is. This is the show where we talk about our beloved club, Manchester United. The latest, hottest debates in terms of the event that's gone through throughout the week. So we look at the week, we talk about it, we talk about the things that's happened. So if you're new to this, guys, make sure you get yourself involved. Throw your questions. I will answer them because it's Friday night, guys. As always tuned in. Big ups to you guys. Big news today. Big news in general this week. A gigantic football player has decided to leave Barcelona. And everyone's wondering, where is he going to go? We all wondering where he's going to go. Let's hope that he goes to somewhere, where he's not threatening. Anyway, guys, let's get straight into it. If you're new to the channel, smash that like button. Remember to share. And also remember to subscribe because why? Sharing our spice has always been caring, my friends. You get me? Boom. Let's get straight into it. Where did we leave off? What do we have to talk about this week? We've got Phil Bloody Jones to talk about this week. We've got Ollie's and his ambitions and etc. We're definitely going to be talking about Pellistri, Andreas Pereira, and of course, it's never ever is a transfer news or a weekly bulletin without news on Paul Labile Pogba, the player that people don't like. 50% love him, 50% hate him, but as always, we've got things on him. Let's start it off straight. Let's take it straight in, guys, to last week's Sunday. It's a lovely day. I know it did rain, although it rained a couple of times in the UK. If you guys ain't from the UK, make sure you tell me and let me know where you guys are watching from as well. Wherever you're watching, let us know where you're watching from. I want to see where you guys are watching from, so I know exactly what the guys who are tuning where they're from, guys. But yes, as I was saying, let's go straight into it because Sunday, beautiful day, raining, of course. Enjoying it there, men's 100 meters finals in the Olympics, women's 100 meters finals on a Saturday. It went down. Big ups to Italy. Italy are doing things, Italy are collecting medals in the track and field in terms of the athletics, But yeah, nice day where it was reported that Manchester United boss Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to sign a new striker in the coming weeks. He was thinking, only to sign a new striker in the coming weeks. This is exactly what we needed. We needed this, guys, a new striker. Because I've been saying it for a very long time. Actually, I don't know what you guys are saying. We've been needed a certified number 9 who will guarantee us 25 goals a season, 20 to 25 goals a season. Because I cannot bank on Cavani being fit throughout the whole season, fighting the physio bench with Phil Jones for the whole entire season. And you know that Cavani has a track record of getting injured, guys. So to me, to hear something like that was delightful news. And I'm hoping that it is true if Oli is determined to sign a new striker, because we do need a new number 9 that will lead the forward, We definitely do need that. And in mind, who do we have? We've got Harry Kane, who's up for sale. It's a debatable whether he's up for sale. Well, he would like to leave. And of course, guys, we have Erling Haaland, a player that we've been linked with, a player that is related to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, I believe. Big ups to Bruno Fernandes, who's saying that Haaland in next year, if it is so, but I can't take another season, guys, of just having Greenwood and Cavani playing forward unless they're going to bang, and unless the signing of Sancho is going to do well and help it create chances. Because you guys know that Manchester United strikers average 3 to 4 touches in the box during 90 minutes, and that's not good enough for a team like us. Whereas other teams like other strikers like Harry Kane and probably Aguero average about 10 to 12 shots in opposition, but because they create chances. Big up to Neil Kane with the early comment. Says, what's your thoughts on Messi leaving Barca? We will get to it later on in the show. Bruno Fernandes says, yo, 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 obviously. And then Bruno Fernandes says, Camavinga in, and also says Haaland in next year. Which, of course, Haaland news on Erling Haaland is stating that Manchester United will probably pounce for Erling Haaland next summer because, of course, with the fees, astronomical values in terms of they probably want something like 100 million. And so far, we've spent money. We have spent money. Manchester United have spent money on Jadon Sancho and Raphael Varane. So, in relation to that, if it does look like Manchester United are looking to sign a striker in the next coming weeks, I wouldn't really take too much. I wouldn't take that serious, guys, because I don't think Manchester United will sign an up-and-coming striker in the next. A striker in the next coming week. We need a defensive midfielder. That's what we need first of all. So we need to address that defensive midfield position before we sign anyone else like a striker. I would love to have Harry Kane. I would love to have Erling Haaland. I would love Manchester United to make this possible. But for me, this was coming out from Tribal Football, guys. I don't know. Also on Sunday, Manchester United were interviewing the Nemanja Matic, and Matic was saying to the press, he was saying that the Eurostars, Man United Eurostars, will even come back even stronger. And himself is saying that he's looking forward to the season. I'm also looking forward to the next season. Not too much of seeing Matic. I would like to see a different defensive midfielders, guys. You let me know what you think of that, because I need to see something else. I need something brand new, something new, because I think we deserve better as always, Matic can do a job, but for how long, guys? For how long can you do this? Big ups to you guys. Smash that like button. Red United TV is on the route to 3K. So, guys, make sure you share, subscribe, smash that like button as always. Coming out on Tuesday, because there was nothing coming out on Monday. We're going straight into Tuesday. Phil Jones returned back to training, guys. And when I heard this news, I was like, really? Phil Jones back to training, returning back to training. Why can't we sell Phil Jones? Just why can't we sell Phil Jones? No one wants Phil Jones. Even if you offer Phil Jones for a packet of crisps, the person will say, you know what, I prefer my packet of crisps to Phil Jones. Even if you offer Phil Jones for free to any club, I don't think they will take him. It's the wages on top, and it's the fact that he hasn't been fit for God knows how long. It is sad that we are in a situation where we've had a player for 4 years that he's probably playing Xbox and etc. or Fortnite or whatever, playing with his dogs and etc. every week, weekend, day in, day out. On the books, I just don't know, guys. I don't know how we was capable of doing that. But in regards to that as well, Man United also reporting that Manchester United are struggling to find suitors for Phil Jones. This was coming out the Manchester Evening News, where they was stating that it's been difficult for Manchester United to shift Phil Jones. And that, again, no one will buy Phil Jones. He has proven nothing in the last couple of years, He's just been injured. And to this day, right now, we don't even know what his injury was. But for him returning back into training to get his life back on track, big ups to him, because we don't know if Phil Jones been suffering through mental health, depressions, being out for so long, not being involved in the game could take a toll on you. So I don't really want to put down Phil Jones, I really don't. We're moving straight into Wednesday, guys, where United looks set to get some bumper cash from Romelu Lukaku. As you know, guys, Chelsea have been interested in Romelu Lukaku and have made bids for Romelu Lukaku. And, of course, Romelu Lukaku himself did say previously, earlier on, I remember last week, that he's happy at Inter. He has now gone to Inter's board and told Inter, yo, big man, you see this 100 million bid that Chelsea put in? I beg you accept that before I go mad, before I tell my mum to do juju on him. Apparently, it's according from Zlatan, Lukaku's mum does voodoo. And that's why he's so successful right now. You remember, guys, that little argument between Ibrahimovic and Lukaku, saying, what you're going to do, you're going to get your mum to do voodoo on him. Yeah, I kind of thought a bit racist still, a bit, too much, because obviously Lukaku is from African descent of Congo, where he represents Belgium. But whether that's true, it's none of my business. But if I was Zlatan Ibrahimovic, I would be careful with that in future, you know, because saying the wrong thing could get you into trouble. You don't want that on you, you know. But yes, Lukaku saying that he's interested in Chelsea. Funny thing, he wants to return to Chelsea to emulate his idol Didier Drogba. In meaning with Inter owning Manchester United 40 million still, because they still owe Manchester United in terms of installments of paying for the Lukaku deal, and they owe Manchester United 40 million. So which means that Manchester United will get an additional 40 million if that Lukaku transfer was to go ahead. And that means with that 40 million, Manchester United can go ahead and sign a defensive midfielder, a good quality defensive midfielder with that 40 million. I would be so up for it. Bruno Fernandes says Lukaku, that sham. Lukaku with the worst first touch. Lukaku, who's been described for wearing Timberland boots to kick ball, you know, because his first touch is horrendous. His first touch just goes straight out the stadium. That's what I've been hearing about Romelu Lukaku. Romelu Lukaku is petty as hell, you know. Always petty. So I already rate Romelu Lukaku, and I was glad that Manchester United got rid of Romelu Lukaku because of his pettiness, his behavior. In fact, he disrespected Manchester United on several occasions. And what I like to say with that, Pogba never done that. No, Pogba has never leaked anything out there. So, but he's the one that we hate. Why? Just why? We would never know. In regards to that, Lukaku, good luck to you if you do get that transfer. But as we have heard, Inter don't really want to sell. They see Lukaku as one of their prize assets. So it'll be a bit tricky. They'll probably value Lukaku over 100 million to about 120 million euros. So as things are, Chelsea are still in negotiations. I believe they're not really in advanced talks yet, but they will. And then once that deal is complete, Manchester United gets an extra 40 million. Mula, baby. Moving on to the next news. According to Richard Frey, who works for the Manchester United Evening News, United value Pereira at 25 million. If United do value Pereira at 25 million, which is good, which I don't feel like he's worth 10 million or 15 million, because I feel like Pereira is shite and has been shy and has never lived up to expectations, you know. He was a talented player in the reserves and also in the academy. It's such a shame that he has never really hit the heights, you know. At one point, we thought he was, because at times in preseason, he turns into preseason prime Pirlo and shows his stuff. And then when it comes to the season, he goes ghosting. And even his loan last season at Lazio, guys, was not the greatest. He could have done really well. I mean, he could have done better than what he did at Lazio. And at one point, I did report that Lazio were interested in loaning him back. Right now, I feel like Manchester United don't want to loan him back. I feel like Manchester United want to get rid of him, you know, because they want to free up some funds to continue signing some players. Because so far, we've signed a player on a free. We've also signed a player for 73 million, which has been confirmed. And we're waiting to confirm the Rafael Varane deal, who was signed for 41 million. So in that, I'm hoping that Pereira can get sold. You know, there's so many players that Manchester United can sell. Lingard, Matic. Mata should have not got a new contract. In my opinion, guys, Mata should have never, ever got a new contract. But he did, and it is what it is. Who else could leave? Phil Jones, which is hard to get rid of. In fact, just cancel Phil Jones' contract. Just say, yeah, big man, you know what? Take the rest of your money. Whatever money we owe you, take it and go. Take and go. Yes, Bruno Fernandes, of course, preseason Pereira. That's what Andreas Pereira turns into. And he says, Lazio, please buy high. That's what Bruno Fernandes says. Bruno Fernandes is my main guy, you know. Big up Bruno Fernandes, as always. Always tuned in. Always locked in to every stream, you know. Big support as well, as always, you know. Drink break. No, you always have to get the drink in your system, you know. When you talk a lot of shit like this, your mouth does get dry, guys, you know. Moving it into Thursday, guys, we have Pellistri, who returns on loan to Alves, which meaning that Alves themselves will be covering the full salary of Pellistri, which means that Manchester United will probably save some money on Pellistri going out on loan. Pellistri, who kind of impressed in La Liga for that team, Alves, did do well, and it did get injured towards the end of the season, which meant that he didn't get to play that much games. But they were really interested in getting him back. So with that, big ups. He does need the development, but I still don't understand why we signed two right wingers who are not ready for the first team when we needed a right winger. But God bless Sancho, he's here. He's here to fill that right wing position. I never ever want to see Dan James ever again. Never ever want to see Dan James put a shirt on for Manchester United and strut his stuff on the pitch because he's absolutely useless and horrendous. Like, it hurts the eyes, guys. It really, really hurts the eyes to see Dan James, who does nothing but loses the ball, can't even find the pass, can't finish. But it is what it is, guys. And that's coming one of the biggest news of the week, where we had now Kane telling me, what's your thought on Messi leaving? Well, guys, as you know, Lionel Messi is now a free agent. His contract negotiation with Barcelona, well, as you know, guys, Messi was released off his contract in July, so his contract already expired. So Barcelona were trying to agree a new contract with Messi for 50% pay cut. In that, with Barcelona doing their survey and also doing their audit coming back simply telling them that they cannot afford to have Messi on their books. And with the financial fair play in La Liga now, the new financial fair play with a salary cap, meaning that for the best of Barcelona, it's best for them not to offer Messi a new contract. And Messi's contract cannot be registered because the Spanish FA will not accept due to financial fair play, which was shocking because, of course, it was shocking news to the world because Barca wanted this to happen. Messi himself wanted this to happen. But unfortunately, no. So Messi is now a free agent. And so many clubs or so many fans have been like, we want Messi! We want Messi! And it's shocking. I've never thought that Messi would ever leave Barcelona. And it's a shame. It said, Bruno Fernandes says the Messi situation is shame. Hashtag for the Super League. Yeah, it's a shame that Messi will no longer be playing in La Liga. Oh, we never know. He could sign it for anyone else in La Liga. But yeah, Messi as well has been linked to PSG. And as we speak right now, Messi is in advanced talks with PSG for a 2-year contract. I'm there thinking, Manchester United, we need a striker. We can play Messi in the false 9 position so Messi can bang in the goals, Our strikers average a touch of 3 to 4 touches, What difference does it make? We technically play with a false line, Our strikers don't see the ball. They don't really see the ball. So why don't we sign someone like Lionel Messi? We got the money. We can give him 600K per week, We can definitely give him 600K per week. But yes, it is what it is. Messi is a free agent. And of course, looking like he might be signing for PSG. Moving on to other news regarding Manchester United. And this was like a big news. I had to tell you guys, You wanted to know. Now Kane wanted to know as well. Varane has flown into Manchester United to complete his deal, meaning that he still has to quarantine for a couple of days before he can even do his medical. With that, it's like, wow, like this should have been done a long time ago. This Varane deal should have been done. I don't even know why he was saying he had time to say goodbyes. No, I understand with the Varane it was a bit complicated because his family needed a visa to come to the UK and he needed a visa as well because of the Brexit situation. So any of these football players that come in now that are in the European Union as non-British would actually have to get a working visa compared to how it was before. But yes, with that, it means that you never know. His medical will be done by next week, which jeopardizes his chance of starting next week in the opening game of the Premier League. And it has been reported that with that situation there, Oli himself says that Rafael Varane and Jadon Sancho is in doubt to start Premier League Open against Leeds. And it's not good because Sancho hasn't really trained with the club so far. It was reported for him to train today. I haven't seen any pictures. In fact, I don't even know why Sancho's on holiday. Why hasn't he not come in? He was part of the England bubble. Everyone else has returned. So I don't understand how Manchester United are doing things. Makes no sense. Does he need a visa? He's British. Does he need to quarantine? He was here this whole entire time. I understand he went on holiday, but this is nonsense. This is absolute nonsense. He should have been there playing football, playing preseason matches, and be ready for Leeds. And that just shows how much Manchester United not organized, not too organized, man. With that as well, moving on to that, guys, let's move it straight on. Oli himself has said and admitted to himself that him signing a new contract means little if Manchester United don't perform poorly this season. You know, if Manchester United perform poorly this season, his new contract don't mean nothing. And I have to agree because I am of the belief that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has to win something this season, guys, for him to even keep his job. Because why? 3-4 season. If you don't win a trophy, out the door, get packing. Because I need to see something of what we've invested in. I need to believe that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer deserves to be Manchester United manager. Because after 4 seasons, you get nothing. Fergie won something within 4 seasons. If you guys want to think of, well, Fergie won something in 4 years. Fergie got 4 years until he won something. Or Ole's got 4 years now. If you don't win nothing, I don't want to see his face no more. I want to see changes at Manchester United. But it is right. He is right. He has to. And with that as well, Oli did hold positive talks with Paul Pogba to sign a new contract. So let's hope that it happens next week or the week after. More talks with Paul Pogba become progressive. With the situation with Messi, if PSG do sign Messi, guys, let's believe that Pogba will be staying because they don't have the money to afford Pogba and his wages. Messi costs box, and Messi signing on fee will probably be like 60, 70 million himself. Like, you better give me some money. So, yeah. And we're moving up to Friday today, where we've got, last but not least, news, which we've got Bruno, who was reported to said that he sees bright future for Anthony Elanga and Jimmy Gardner. He was describing him as fantastic young talents, as so many of the other players. He also spoke highly of Jimmy Gardner, the way he passes the ball and moves the ball, and the hard work of Anthony Elanga, and they all have bright future. I like to see them be involved in, especially James Garner for the first team, since we're not really going to sign a DM anytime soon. You know, give him the chance. If he needs to go out alone again, let it be. Same thing with Tusanabe. Last but not least, guys, we've got Football Manager who have come out today on Twitter who said they will stop using Manchester United's name in the next game series. You know, we don't know. They could be called Man Red United. You know, Man United so far, but they will not be using the name Manchester United. I don't know, due to goodwill. Apparently, Manchester United don't like that. They have issues with that. Boy, it is what it is, isn't it? If you got beef with them, boy, it is. Man United got top lawyers, so if they don't want you using their name, you have no choice but to not use their name. But anyway, guys, this has been your Manchester United Weekly Bulletin. As always, remember to subscribe, smash that like button, and also remember to share as always, because why? Sharing Ivory and Spice is caring. And if you're new to the channel, as always, guys, make sure you smash that like button as well. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you, again, share. Next, as guys, I don't even know. I kind of buzzed out for a few seconds. I phased out. Guys, we'll see you next time, of course. Monday, 8 p.m., the Man United podcast. We are doing the season preview, guys. So watch out for that on Monday with the guys. Got a couple of guests coming on as well, a couple of new faces. Rented to View should be on next week's you guys will enjoy that. So make sure you tune in on Monday at 8 p.m. and also next week for another episode of the Man United Weekly Bulletin at 9 p.m. And then guess what, guys? Match reactions are back. We are playing Leeds next week, Sunday, so you expect to get your match reaction. As always, big up to Bruno Fernandes. Another hit show, another lovely night. You get me? Bruno Fernandes is my MVP. He's the GOAT right here, bro. And we'll see you. Peace out, guys. As always, make sure you keep it united and always keep it Red United. Peace out.